I finished the worker drone base. I can finally relax. Whoa, that's long enough. I need my murder drones fixed. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new Siri, where's my brain cells? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new series I'm starting. I'm gonna be challenging myself to create a disassembly drone base model that's fully rigged like the worker drone base I made. Go check that out, by the way. This one I can already tell is going to be a very difficult, chaotic roller coaster ride because disassembly drones have a lot more stuff than worker drones. They have lasers, guns, EMPs, bubble launch, rocket launchers, chainsaws, swords, wings, a tail, claws, and is that a freaking ninja star? I want a ninja star. Like, holy robo Jesus, these drones have the entire military on them. And how do all of these fit into their tiny, skinny little robo arms? And also, how do they struggle so much getting through those blast doors when they have all this crap? Also, how do their feet bend like this? I thought it was solid metal. Okay, don't think about it. It's just a silly robot show. It's cartoon logic. It's fine. Halt! Before the video continues, did you know that I have a second channel now? Yippee! I mainly post gaming content and maybe some other additional stuff, so go check that out. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, well, let's start with the legs, I guess. Why? No particular reason, they just look cool. First, I need to gather some reference images because despite watching the entire show twice, I barely remember the shape of disassembly drone legs. So I just went through a bunch of episodes to get different angles, and now I have a folder full of ends feet pics for research purposes. I'm not weird, you are. And as all good Blender project starts, I'm going to banish the default cube to the shadow realm and replace it with an identical one. Things were going really great, and I got the basic shape close enough. Then it was time to make the heel. I tried using the boolean, that failed. I tried just making it on there, that gave me brain damage. I tried staring intensely to will it into existence. I fell asleep! Later though, I had an idea to make the bottom of the foot into a separate mesh, and after editing that a bunch, I got it looking pretty good. Next are these circular things on the bottom of N's foot. I thought they were rockets or something at first when I saw them, but I think those are just for decoration. Unless they secretly have rocket boots too, add that to the list of abilities, dear god. Instead of making them by hand like a caveman, I used the Loop Tools add-on, which has some pretty handy features, such as automatically making faces circular for you. And with the foot basically done, it was time to make the legs. Making the legs was definitely interesting. They look kinda, how should I describe this, organic? They've got this interesting shape to them. I'm not sure how to put my thoughts into words. It's got this femur shape, right? I started by getting the rough shape on a cylinder and then refining and exaggerating some sections. We never really see the upper portions of N's legs, so I'm just going to assume that they look the same as V's. Big mistake there, no, they in fact do not look like them. First, I made a skinny little twig, then I deleted the skinny little twig because it was garbage, and I made a very stretched out UV sphere. Then it was time to connect the two legs together with a hip. I'm pretty sure we've never seen N without clothes, not officially, so once again I'm just going to assume that they look the same as V's. Once again, very wrong. So I took a couple more screenshots of V for research and began I began modeling. I tried doing what I did with the legs again by getting the basic shape of a subdivided cube and then tweaking it into oblivion, and that actually kinda did work. Was not joking when I said I tweaked it into oblivion, dear god, this thing took forever. I appended my worker drone base to try and get the scale right and to steal a few parts, and I never realized how tall disassembly drones are. N is really freaking tall. Most of his body is just his legs. His body is tiny. He's a whole head taller than Uzi. And his hip reaches her body. He's even taller than J and V. Yo, N, what does the world look like from up there? Must be quite the view. Hold up, wait a minute. I think I got the scale wrong here. I've been using Uzi as reference, but Uzi is a small little grape compared to the other worker drones. I should be able to fix this though, just by finding a frame with Uzi standing next to an adult drone, seeing how much space there is, and then eyeballing the extra height onto there. According to my calculations, and by calculations I mean squinting at low resolution PNGs of Uzi standing next to Khan while barely awake at 10 PM, Khan is about half a head taller than Uzi. With this very solid math, I determined that this is the correct height of a disassembly drone standing next to an adult drone. Damn, I'm so smart, I gotta pat myself on the back for that one. Wait a sec, is N usually this thick? No, I'm sure he won't notice with a coat on. No, yeah, actually he would notice, I changed this later. Okay, now I just have one small question. How the hell do disassembly drone arms work? With worker drones, they have ball joints at their shoulders. Disassembly drones, though, they just kinda slide around. Their shoulders also seem to have a huge tumor in them. That should get checked out. I just made a stretch out UV sphere again and then drenched it in carcinogens until this might actually be how Sen made a disassembly drone. Just drenched him in carcinogens. Bam, you get tumor. I just made a stretch out UV sphere again and then drenched it in carcinogens until a little tumor popped out. Now it was time for the second part of the arm, the pocket dimension portal. What? That's basically what it is. How else do they fit all this crap in there? Anyway, this is going to be a bit of a challenge because not only do I have to fit a shed full of weapons in those little arms, but I also have to make an iris door that opens and closes. I first tried with this method, but it wasn't accurate and I also think it just looked weird, so I decided to actually model the ones that disassembly drones have, which wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I honestly have no clue how I'm going to rig this, or if I'm going to rig it at all, but that's for future me to figure it out. Oh my god, I can't stop thinking about thick N. Yeah, no. Okay, no. What have I made? Nuh-uh, N looks very wrong with V's hip. After going through episodes again to hopefully get a better view of his legs like the weirdo I am, I found that you can actually kinda see the shape of his legs better in episode 4 when he's in his camp outfit. I made his legs and hip less thick, and now I can continue without feeling weird. So now I'm going to steal this guy's bones and scale it up to about the size of this model. Oh, would you look at the time, my battery is at 1%. Anyway, before I lose power and die, if you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to like and subscribe. Also consider supporting me on Ko-fi if you want early access to new videos. I hope you all have a wonderful day and see you in the next one.